All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live Spencer Davis, and welcome back to another live dial session. All right, let me get all this. I just hit go live before I even have everything set up. All right, so if the first time you're coming across the channel, welcome. This is what I would call a deal room or the dial room, essentially. And what I do is I cold call or follow up with opportunities. My sales team, I have a sales team. We primarily prospect mobile home parks right now, and the whole for us is to build out our acquisitions team because we either are buying the deal or we assign the deal. And so we represent a lot of investors in the marketplace and their specific marketplace where my team goes out and deploys our resources, time, effort, and energy to then see to go about finding off-market deals for them. Because right now, unfortunately, we're being presented a lot of stuff from brokers and third-party companies that just don't underwrite. And so for us, where we come into play is we go out into the marketplace and find off-market opportunities. We underwrite those deals, we negotiate the deals with the seller, and then we either buy it ourselves or we hand it off to the investor in that marketplace, right? So if you are someone that is looking for mobile home parks actively and you want to work with us, feel free and reach out to me directly. You can either comment below, say comment mobile home park below, or if you are interested, find a way to get into contact with me. The best way would be to contact below just mobile home parks, and that's going to be the best way. And what we'll do. Sorry, my landscapers are out. Dude, my landscaping. If you've been following me for the last 30, 40, 50 days, whatever we're at, I have a battle with my landscapers. Like, they're the worst. They're absolutely the worst landscaper. It's not their fault. It's the people that are running that division of my I live in a house, but it's like it's a community. My community thinks that we need to mow every second of every day, and there's no grass. So they're just killing the grass constantly, but it's a way to charge us and make more money off of us, but they want to show that they're doing things. It's just terrible. Anyways. Let's see. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna share this live here. So, anyways, as I was saying, if you guys are actively looking to buy parks yourself and you need to find off-market deals, we're finding them at anywhere from 1% to 4% higher cap rates than a broker would bring you. And so what that does is that really increases that spread, that opportunity you have as well. We understand the nuance of seller financing. As you can see from some of my videos, what we do with the underwriting process and how we look at underwriting, we understand how to do it. And that's probably the biggest takeaway. A lot of acquisitions guys don't know how to underwrite deals properly, so they don't know what a good deal is and a bad deal is. So with that said, if you guys are looking for parks, you're looking for real estate assets, you're an investor or a wholesaler, and you want to use our acquisitions team to go into your market and find you deals and be exclusive in that market, comment below MHP, comment below MHP in the comments, and I'll follow up with you to see how we can get you onboarded and go about finding you deals. So all you have to worry about is finding capital, operating your deals, so on and so forth, right? You're getting my entire team. Let's see, yesterday, and just as an example, I got my report yesterday, which if you run a sales team, you need to always have a report on what you did. But just as an example, yesterday, my team did, and it wasn't great. I mean, we're actively looking for more, but it's 100, 250, 350 plus me. I mean, we're roughly at 450, 500 dials. 500 calls yesterday. Cold calls. How many cold calls did you guys make yesterday? Probably none. All the deals you're seeing are from brokers. You're having conversations with brokers, but that's not direct to seller. And so, we're making roughly 500 calls. We sent 3 LOIs yesterday. That's just what my team's doing on a day. Actually, sent 3 LOIs yesterday, negotiating constantly, following up with these people. I mean, and that's the biggest thing. Like most deals are missed because of the follow up. You lack a follow up. If you get in touch with the seller the first time, they're not maybe interested, but then, a couple months go by, they might be interested, but you don't have the systems in place to follow up correctly. So again, this is kind of a done for you service. And if you're a wholesaler, this is something you can do as well, where you don't have to build all of these systems and processes in place. Sorry, my collar is bothering me. All these systems and processes in place, you can just hire us to do it. And again, you pay a monthly service fee, you pay a monthly retainer for us to come on board, and we can go into detail what that looks like. And then, we do get assignment fee at closing, but this is to bring you exclusive deals. Now, if you're a wholesaler, we joint venture that assignment fee, right? So we teach you we help you on how to really expand that fee and be based on our negotiating tactics or underwriting tactics. Again, there's so much nuance to this. Like not anybody can just jump in. I mean, anybody could jump into it, but you would really need a wealth of knowledge to really understand how to do it. Now, if that's something you want, if you want me to teach you how to do it, comment below teach. And maybe we'll come up with something where I can help you. If you would rather go out on your own and do it, maybe we could just come up with a process where I teach you. So we can either do it for you, which we have that program in place already. My team's already actively working with a handful of investors as well as we're buying deals ourselves. Or I could teach you how to do what I'm doing. And if you'd rather me teach you how to do it, just comment below teach. If you want to join, if you're interested in us going into your marketplace and handling all of the acquisitions work, so basically just doing it for you, a done for you process, comment MHP. Cool. Let's dive into it. Times 2. Call back later. Okay. Contact made. Task appointment. All right. So they didn't answer, but I'm setting a follow up for later today. Let's see. That's the other thing. I have all these systems in place, right? So it's like I can teach you how to put these systems in place. Or if you'd prefer just for us to do it for you, we'll do it for you. Right, on to the next one. Okay, contact name. All right, moving them on. Great. So what I'm doing right now is, so I have a front line of guys that are dialing, and so they send me deals they've talked to, and then I listen to a brief point of the call, and then I follow up how need be. So and then I move the status along. I move that needle along in the system here, so we all understand where everything's at. And that's, again, the systems in place. This took me years to figure out. I mean, so hello, 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 hello. Okay, weird. Follow up. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see here. Okay. Oh, that's why. Hey, Eric. This is Spencer Davidson with X Acquisitions. How are you this morning? Good, good. Hey, I just double checking. Are you by chance the owner of the mobile home park here on Lombardi Lane? Okay, so you wouldn't even look at an offer at this time. Okay, I understand. Again, that's why I wanted to touch base. We own a handful of parks primarily in Florida, but we're actively looking in the Houston and Dallas markets. So, just thought I'd reach out and see here if that might be something you're interested in. So, okay. Now is that primarily because you're looking to expand your portfolio, or you just things are smoothly for you? Oh, okay, you hung up with me. Okay, that's cool. All right. Connect, not interested. All right, no problem. No problem. See, that's the other thing. How many of y'all can handle rejection every day? I handle this shit every day. I've been doing it for 10 years. It'll be upcoming 10 years, 9 years. All right. Person, all back in 3 months. I'm going to go back in 3 months. See, I went off script. They say no again. Just get their email, right? So just need to get their email. All right. My ear, man. My ear. Okay. Property just sold. Okay. And a reminder. Hey, Travis. This is Spencer Davidson reaching back out here regarding your Forest Valley mobile home park in Burlington. Yeah. I just want to touch base here. Again, I was just inquiring just to see if you might be open to receiving an offer on the park at this time. Primarily, I'm working with a handful of investors that are actively looking in North Carolina. We're looking to buy there, and so don't find a lot of the market right now. So I'm just trying to see if that might be something you'd be open to. Okay, that sounds good. I understand. I could definitely circle back down the road. If anything changes, reach out. Again, like I said, we're pretty active right now. So, all right, thanks, Travis. Yep, have a good day. Bye. It's all right. Okay, I'm interested. That's what he told my other guy as well. I just wanted to follow up, see. I mean, he told my other guy, he's like, "No, I'm not selling." But you never know. So, it's kind of like the sales manager of the unit. You always want to double check because at the end of the day, you never know if they just had a bad experience with our rep. So let's see. I'm going to call him back in a couple months, see if he changes his mind. Cool. Yes. Hi. Good morning. Is this by chance the owner of the Tall Pines Mobile Home Park in Arden, North Carolina? Oh, okay, great. My name's Spencer. I'm with X Acquisitions. Actually, I work with a handful of mobile home park investors, as well as we own about 38 parks ourselves. And we're actively looking to buy a park this year in North Carolina. Actually, a couple. But we came across yours the other day, and I was curious if you'd be open to receiving an offer on the park at this time, or selling, or kind of what your thoughts were. I understand. Hmm. Okay. Right. Right now. Okay. And so there's no number or price point. Okay, gotcha. And that's just all I wanted to double check on. Now, is there a good email that I could send some information regarding our company, and then that way you have it? Okay. Okay. Sure. Absolutely. Hmm. All right. Perfect. Okay, great. Yeah, I got that noted down here. And when I was looking at it, it looked like there might be around 25 lots there. Was that right? Or how many were there on site? Hmm. Yeah, no, that sounds good, James. I'd be more than happy to shoot you an email. Again, my name is Spencer with X Acquisitions, and I'll shoot you a little bit of bio of who we are and the parks we own, and then as well, yeah, feel free and communicate back that way. And who knows, maybe I'll just send you an offer regardless, and you can take a look at it and see what it looks like. All right, that sounds good, James. I appreciate your time, and you have a good rest of your day. We'll talk touch base here soon. All right, thanks. Bye. All right. Cool. So that went from interested to now he's sending me a rent roll. So sweet. All right. So he's 78. Like, I mean, that's the thing, guys. There's so much wealth transformation happening in the next 10 years because a lot of people are owning real estate assets and businesses. Most of them don't have a plan. And so this is going to be the biggest wealth generation, like time to either acquire businesses or real estate. And so this is why we got to like be dialed in right now for the next decade. Biggest wealth transfer ever. Um, let's see. I'm gonna add lead details here. I'm gonna shoot him. Great. Okay. Shoot an email. Now, if someone asks you to do something like an email, you send it right away. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna forget about it. I'm just gonna send it right now. Well, All right, cool. Awesome. I'm gonna send an offer. Always just send the offer, guys. Like that's one of the biggest things that you can do is just send the offer. Like, hey, I'm gonna want an offer. Send it. So I'm gonna move him over. He's warm. He doesn't want to sell, but so I'm gonna go ahead and move him to contact me because he really doesn't want to sell, but he says he's gonna send me a rent roll. So that's a pretty warm lead. Not people aren't just willing to send rent rolls. Sending over. All right, so be on the lookout for that, and then I'm gonna send him an offer. I'm just gonna send a reminder to call him back. See, email. I don't hear anything by the end of the week for rent roll. Right. That's a sweet part. Follow up for this guy. Let's see here. Try to get some. Well, I guess move on. All right. Make it a little bit taller. Batteries out. All right, cool. That is not a mobile home park. Okay, cool. That's the thing too. Sometimes you just don't have mobile home parks in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Gotta be something else I can use. Okay, cool. No kind of. I can use book. All right. Doesn't even answer. But you're telling me they refused when. All right. Okay. Those people are annoying. Okay, that's a bad number. No answer. I'm gonna no contact me. Okay. Okay. No answer. All right. All right. Go way down. Weird. Okay. How do I delete that one? All right. So that is to here. Okay. So don't call that guy. Sim. Yeah, I keep calling that mobile number. No answer. I'll try back later this afternoon. All right, cool. So I just got back. I just heard back that I got a contract signed, so that's always exciting. Let's see. Sweet. Just got another deal done. Yes. Hi. Good morning. Is this by chance the owner of the mobile home park here in Eden Tap Road in Kendale? Oh, okay, great. My name's Spencer. I'm actually with X Acquisitions. I was just touching base. We work a lot with mobile home park investors as well. We own a handful of parks, primarily in Florida. But I was touching base to see we're actively looking in Texas to buy one this year, and was curious if y'all might be open to receiving an offer or selling at this time, or kind of what your thoughts were. I understand. We're the same way. We have a handful ourselves. We're not really looking to sell right now. Obviously, we do always have one that's kind of a pain in the rear end to operate. That we you never at any given day we might, but you know how it goes. So yeah, exactly. I've got more gray hair than I anticipated to be for where I'm at my age. So um, okay, so I understand you have a couple. So out of the handful of parks you do own, there's not one that you would look at an offer on. The only reason I ask is we're just in a position where we have some liquidity we have to deploy rather quickly. So okay, got okay, just one sell. Okay, now would you look at an offer for all four? Sure. Right. Exactly. No, absolutely. I completely understand. And at the end of the day, for us, we want it to be a win-win because obviously, if you're not happy, the closing process is going to be a pain anyways. So, and there's no deal to be done if we can't come to terms on something. So, again, we own 38 parks in our portfolio. We wouldn't have done that, if we didn't, you know, communicate. Well, and yeah, absolutely, and that's why we would be interested in four, and we because we have parks that range anywhere from eight pads to 100, so we do have that big range. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I understand where you're coming from. Now, I guess would there be a good email I could just follow up, send some information, and at the end of the day, maybe we do send over an offer, see what your thoughts are, or just kind of communicate that way. That way, you know who we are, who I am, and so on and so forth. Mm, sure. Okay, hotmail.com. All right. So that's space T law one at hotmail.com. Oh, I apologize. Okay, Stacy Law. Gotcha. At Hotmail. Are you a lawyer? Oh, awesome. Well, that's cool. That helps. I mean, honestly, and so it's always good to have the knowledge and the bandwidth of the law. So I tend. Oh, very good. Well, that's another good connection in case we do buy some parks here. We would obviously need a title company in the state, so be more than happy to reach out regardless, whether it's your parks or others. Again, we're just actively looking to grow our portfolio primarily in Texas right now. So, but again, I appreciate. Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just we love the asset class, although with all the headaches it brings, for us, it's been beneficial. And again, which the only problem we're having right now is there's just not a lot on the market. And if it is on the market, it just doesn't make sense. So I have to resort to this strategy. So right. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, and so I guess in the Kendall market, are all your parks in this area or? Okay, gotcha. What are you roughly seeing as far as like price per pad in those markets? I'm just curious out of someone who's been in these markets. So we do both. We've done deals where we keep them park owned. We've done deals where we've converted them from park owned to tenant owned, and then we've done deals where we just keep them tenant owned. We prefer, yeah, we prefer tenant owned, just less maintenance. But Oh, gotcha. Hmm. Yeah, it's tough, especially with the current debt in place. If you're going to get debt on the park, that makes it a little bit. It almost makes it impossible right now. So, but okay, I appreciate you taking the time, and I'll shoot you my email. That way you have it, and then I know you said you're not interested at this time, but if anything changes, don't hesitate to reach back out. Otherwise we can follow up as well. If we don't find anything, I might have to call you back. See, we might pay that number you're looking for. So I appreciate it. Yep. Have a good day. Bye. All right. Okay, so that was a decent call. Let's send a follow up there. Okay, so they own 4 parks, so I need to. Okay, yep, they're all here. All right, cool. Okay, action, contact, email. I got another email. All right, cool. Thanks. All right. Sweet. All right, moving that needle forward. That's all we got to do is just move the needle forward. Continue the conversations. Continue the lead flow. Let's see. See, like, shot an email. I will circle back. Shoot a follow up. Oh, gotta change the status of that one. How are we doing on the live stream? Let's see. All right. So, what market am I in? We are in Texas, North Carolina, and Florida. And so for us, what that means is that we bring exclusive deal. We have partners that exclusively have those rights to that market. So any deal that I find, so that Texas deal I just called, I have a partner that I exclusively give deals to. So if you want to partner with us, if you want to work with my company in Kansas, we will start calling in Kansas to bring you deals and exclusively in that market. That's fine. You don't, you know what I mean? So let's see. All right, so okay. So one of my guys just called this lead last week, wasn't interested, got hung up on. So now I'm going to call back and see if I can get a different story here. Let's see. So she's completely not interested. She hung up on her guy. Let's see if I get hung up on. Dang it, unavailable. Call back. All right, call back. Okay, we'll try them back. On to the next one. right. Let's see. All right. So on this call, just haven't been able to get in touch with the property owner. So we're going to see if we can get in touch here, see if they're interested in selling. Hello. Hello. Oh, sorry about that. I might have the wrong number. I was actually looking for the owner of the mobile home park here on Shady Grove Road in Grand Prairie. No, wrong number. Okay, got it. Cool. All right, no good numbers there. Okay. Hmm. So. All right, on this call, one of my guys they told would never buy a park. Let's see if we can hear it. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to call back and see if we can change that because it doesn't seem like she was the decision maker. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. But let's see if we can fix that. Yeah, hi, is this Don? Hey, Don, this is Spencer with X Acquisitions. I was touching base regarding your mobile home park here on Bronze Road in Jamestown. Yeah, I was again my group and I we own a handful of parks, primarily in Florida, but we have a handful in the Carolinas, and we're just actively looking to buy another park this year in North Carolina. And so I came across yours. Was curious if you might be open to an offer at this time, or kind of what your thoughts were. I Gotcha. I understand. We're in the same boat. You know, we're always actively looking to grow the portfolio. So, and well, right now we don't in our portfolio. That said, you know, things change every day. Obviously, when we get a thorn in our butt with one of these parks, we might. Okay, so there's no interest. We have 38 parks, about 2,000 lots. Okay, gotcha. So I guess Donald, would you be open to potentially selling all seven of your parks if you could 1031 into a bigger deal, or would that be of interest or no? Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, I understand. I understand. I No, I'm with you. That's why we're actively looking to buy. You know, is because we love the asset class. So, do you manage these parks yourself, or do you have someone that does that for you? Yeah, see, that's the biggest headache for us is management. Now we have a staff as well, so that makes things a little bit easier. But sometimes, usually, when people, like you mentioned, you're making so much cash on the parks, it doesn't make sense to sell. But you know, sometimes when that those headaches come into play, it sometimes people just, again, might be open to it. So, um, okay, no, that sounds good, Donald. Well, again, I wanted to touch base, see if you're interested. Sounds like you're not. Wouldn't even look at an offer. So. But in case I do come across something that might be open to, or let's say we do want to sell, is there a good email or is there a good way to get in touch, or so just give you a call rather than an email? I I understand completely. I get it. I get it. No, that sounds good. So I guess Donald, you mentioned you're 76. What are your plans with the parks? You know, are you looking to retire someday, or I guess what are your thoughts with the parks at that point? Gotcha, gotcha. The succession plan. I get it for sure. That's what you never know. Sometimes people have that in place. Sometimes people don't. So I guess if I was going to say if there were a number that would make sense to sell, if you didn't have that plan in place, then we'd be open to hearing what that number would be for you. But again, it sounds like you have that plan. So um, okay, well, good. Well, if I do come across something, I'll shoot it your way, see if there's interest. And vice versa. We'll just keep in touch, and if anything changes on either of our ends, we'll just go from there. We have 21 in Florida, and then we have 13 in the Carolinas and four in Tennessee. I know, right? And that's why we're trying to get as many as we can here, and actively grow that portfolio. And now I'm curious, you own seven parks, so you're obviously pretty seasoned. Do you keep yours tenant owned, or do you like to keep the mobile homes for yourself and rent out the mobile homes itself? Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, we tend to keep them lot rents, but yeah, right, 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 exactly. If you're gonna, oh wow, you have about 200 pads between the seven. Oh wow, good for you. That's a pretty good sized portfolio. That's about 30 or so space per park. That's awesome. But yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha. So you wouldn't, I'm just throwing, so between 250 and 260, let's just, I'm talking off the top of my head. So you wouldn't take $10 million for your portfolio right now? Okay. I understand. I'm just curious what that number would be for you, because we might pay it. Yeah, we're sometimes, for us, cash doesn't, if we need to deploy capital quickly, we have certain targets we have to hit with investors, and thankfully we have investors that trust in us to invest their capital. But as of late, we haven't been able to find anything to invest their capital in. And for them, they love the cash flow, the passive cash flow, as well as they still get their depreciation, right? Their K1s to offset the income. So, Donald, like, again, at the end of the day, if there was a number that made sense and you wanted to, let's say you wanted to invest back with us, you could do that. But obviously, I know that probably wouldn't make sense for you. But we need to buy some parts, and so if there is a number you have, we would definitely take a look at it, because you never know, we might pay it. Right, supply and demand. That's right. That's right. Hmm. Right. 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 Yeah, that'd be about $1 million a year or so after expenses. Are you? What markets are you in? Are you looking in? I guess. Well, no, no. Well, not that. I guess. Are you just all of North Carolina, or are there specific towns and areas that you like in North Carolina, or is it just, are you open to all of North Carolina? Oh, oh, I think his phone died. No, that sucks. So they went from not interested at all, we would never sell, to that conversation. Just so you know, you got to follow up on your leads, guys. Hey, Don. I think our call dropped there. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to take too much more of your time. I guess I was just curious where you're looking at buying parks right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's nice. Right, right, right. Yeah. The more we're talking, Don, the more I want your parks. It's just yeah, I love the location of it. As you mentioned, I love the proximity to each other. You drop one manager in there, a couple manager people in there. There you go, right? So again, if you have a number, let me know what that is, and I'll see what we can do to meet it. Yeah, absolutely. So if there's, again, if there's a price point, if there's a price point that makes sense for you, just let me know. We would definitely seriously consider it. So Yeah, give me a call first. 'Cause we're very interested, you know. So again, I appreciate it, Don. I understand. I know you get a lot of calls, but how many calls do you get from people with actual cash and own real property? You know, there's a lot of BS people out there, and unfortunately, I could send you every address we own, you know, and that's the thing. And that's the one thing you can't fake in real estate is the addresses and the names, right? Um, so I can send all of that to you, right? So, anyways, I don't want to take too much more of your time. I appreciate it, Don. Think of a number. We might pay it. Never know. But again, I appreciate your time. All right. Thanks, Don. We'll talk soon. All right. Bye bye. There you go. That's how you handle that. Gotcha. So the owner. All right. Let's see. Contact made. See, that's how you handle that conversation, right? All right. That was a good call. All right, guys. So I'm at about a 2 hour, hour 40 mark. I'm going to go ahead and log off live here. You know, I appreciate everybody that watches. Please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Comment. I'd love to get interactive. Love to know who you guys are that are watching. I'm just trying to grow this channel. I'm trying to provide. I'm just trying to help as many people as I possibly can. Um, how much longer I'll be doing this live stuff. I think what my goal is to build a community of people that are actively trying to do what I'm doing, and either whether they're buying or they're wanting to wholesale, or um, whether they are, whatever your situation. Like if you are interested in real estate, I'm going to try and build a community and probably do it on school, where we can just, it'll be all in there. It won't be on YouTube. It won't be public. I might talk about things on YouTube, but as far as the daily dial sessions and things that are this transparent, we might be bringing that into a school platform. So comment below school if you think that would be a good idea if you would join that platform. All right. I appreciate you guys. Signing off.